Was it lagging? I don't. Is it working on Twitch? It's working on YouTube though, right? Sick drummer, what's going on? Barrel. All right. Seems like it's working. It's working. Diva DeVille. I gotta put new strings on this guitar, but I set it up though last night. It feels pretty good. Oh, is it Oaken? Oh, thanks, dude. Hey, Scott? I don't know. I get on. I haven't been streaming in a long time, and then I get on here and I get kind of nervous. Again, like I'm first streaming, and I just pull up a random backing track, and I'm like going, oh, you know, getting kind of back into the groove of it, jamming wise, but. My computer is getting pretty slow lately. So what's new? What do you got? I was gonna change strings on this guitar, but they feel pretty good. I mean, maybe I should wait on that, right? Hello from South Georgia. I'm sweating here. None of my buttons are working. There it goes. My buttons weren't working. You guys wearing headphones? Are you listening on your phone? Where are you guys listening from? Where's everybody from? Oaken, I'm trying to be. It's hard. Montana. It's amazing. I don't think I can play much Ozzy stuff on here. I can do the riffs. Yeah, Ozzy riffs. You know? What other Ozzy songs are there? Thanks for following. Isn't it crazy? For 2 weeks, you plan on buying a Harley Benton starter. What was that? I can't read that. Starter kit, especially this one. Do you think that's a good low budget one? Let me look it up. ST20 SB. ST20 SB. Depends on what you wanna do. You've been playing acoustic, and you wanna buy a electric, right? Harley Benton. It looks like a Strat. Does it come with like a little amp and case and everything? Is that what you're looking at? Or just the guitar by itself? Paint it black? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Little March. Yeah, that one. I see that one. That shouldn't be too bad, right? I don't know. I played some Harley Bentons. They weren't very great, and Then I played one. I was like, oh, this is nice. But for a starter, I mean, I don't know. It seems okay. It's got 22 frets. It's a plus. What band you into? I don't know. You know, I don't know. There's lots of stuff. Jabra Evolve 75E headphones. Are those good? I don't, those sound expensive. I'd like to see the Backstreet Boys. That'd be in Vegas. That would be pretty cool. That Strat will hold its value. Of course, yeah, a Strat will hold its value. Mine was an Epiphone. Epiphone Strat. Yeah, the sphere looks really nice. I saw clips of that. Of the, yeah, Wizard of Oz. The spear. See, I fixed the trem on this guitar. It used to be really heavy. Real hard to move. Now it's feels real nice. Yeah, I think with acoustic, it's, you know, it's nice to have an acoustic, but I think starting out you should have an electric, because strings are easier. The songs you listen to are mostly on electric, probably. And if you had to play the songs that are acoustic, you could still play them on the electric. You want me to turn the volume up a little bit? It sounds pretty good in my ears. But I could try it. I don't know how this is gonna sound. acoustics collecting dust. That's way too loud, right? That's a lot of reverb. Look at that. A little bit of chorus, maybe that. Does that sound big? That sounds pretty good, huh? You having trouble picking between strings? String skipping, like... What I would do for that is like just like a normal, not normal, but can you do like with scales? I always played my scales like 3 notes per string. Always do that, and then I would do string skipping over it. Cool. So I would jump over a string. And you can see it's like jump over. And you don't even have to do the scale. You could just do like one pattern and do this. Go back a string, jump over a string. So you're starting on the E string. Right, starting on the E, then you jump over a string, and you go back a string. And you want to do, I like to do is alternate picking for this too, so it starts with a downstroke. So you could do like, those are triplets, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or you can do them as hammer-ons. It took me a while to get there, but take it slow. I would do like 1 string at a time just to get used to the pattern, then try the string skip. Yes, I'm using the jazz 3-pick. Thank you for that super chat. That's nice. Thank you, Open. Tell me about the guitar I'm playing. This is a Kramer. I believe it's a Pacer body. From like the 80s. The neck is really small, thin. The pickups have been replaced with EMG pickups. I believe they're Everybody knows what I do. SA1s, I think, you know. I think that's what they are. If you notice, this has a this pick guard has 3 controls. You got the volume, and it's supposed to be 2-tone. Well, this one doesn't work because for these pickups, it's only a volume and a tone knob. But instead of having a hole in this pickup or this faceplate, we just put a knob in there. I think I might, and there was also like in the original faceplate or pickguard, there's a hole here. I don't know if you can see. You can't probably see that. Yeah, there you go. There's a hole right there. That used to be like a switch, probably like a coil splitting switch, for the original pickups that were in here. But yeah, I was thinking of either putting maybe even put another switch back in there, or maybe a kill switch in here in this guitar. I gotta really polish this guitar back up. I don't really play this guitar much, only in certain shows. You could do that string skipping too with the pentatonic scale, if you know the pentatonic scale. You can go skip over a string, go back, and then go backward. See how I skipped over that? High tech, yeah. And you work on that with a metronome. You know, you do 1/8 notes or quarter notes. Stuff like that. You were taught wrong? What do you mean? Uh-oh, my camera's slipping. I really gotta get a better camera. Hi, my face. This was like one of my first webcams. I'm surprised it's still working. One of these Logitech ones. It's like a 720. But it still works, even though it's grainy looking. Hello, Timmers. The EMGs really do sound good. This still is the Tone X pedal I'm using. Any new gear purchases? No, nothing new? I do like active pickups, but I was playing my Ibanez the other day, and I was like, wow, this sounds really good. And they have DiMarzios in there. Hey Timmer, do you like the chorus on the Tonex pedal? Your Hamer has EMGs. That's the Tonex Clean with a distortion pedal. Oh, I would love to play Still Tonight. I don't think I can play any covers out of here because they'll ban me, right? Not ban me, but they'll come after me. You can sing it. I mean, could I play along with a backing track that has no guitar, no vocal on it? Like a Still Night karaoke. I mean, would they catch that? I wonder if they'll flag me for that. I don't know. Nothing too close is allowed. I know, it's scary. Even me playing the riffs, you know? I could probably get flagged. That's all I got for that. I don't know. Christine's here to we're here to learn to jam the backing tracks. Okay, let's do that. What are we gonna jam to? Let's do this cool blues backing jam in G minor. You get rid of the we got G minor, C minor, back to G minor, D minor. Dan Huff's videos? I don't know. You have to send them to me. C minor, G minor, C minor, D, I think the bends is what you really need to work on stuff. And the vibrato. how do you know which notes will go with this track? Well, in the blues progression here, I'm thinking of the pentatonic scale a lot. And I'm landing mostly on the chordal notes, which is G, like. So when it goes to this chord, I'm gonna land on this note. And back to that root note there. Bending into that note. And I'm going D. There's my root. There's my root. So I'm going to be bending into these chordal notes. And that's why it kind of sounds like I know what I'm doing, I guess. So here I'm on G. D. I mean, that's always a safe way to go, is land on those root notes. So you can hear the chord progression. When you find them all over the neck. Any other scales you go to? Pentatonic scales is nice, and you can use chromatic notes in between. In this case, I will use the G minor scale, you know. Or B flat major scale, you know. If you wanted to go a little more melodic like that, it does work out pretty nice. So. It's all G minor scale. Pentatonic. You can use arpeggios too. try to use your ear to figure out which notes sound good to you. You don't have to really know. Well, it's nice to know the theory behind it and stuff like that, but when you do it enough and you play a lot, you're going to start to hear what notes sound good, what don't. But if you start out with the pentatonics, that's a good place to start. Like, this one, you really can't do Mixolydian on this one because it's minor. If I did Mixolydian, it doesn't fit because the chords behind it are basically a minor track. This track is by My Darn Jam Tracks, and it says cool blues backing track in G minor. Now, if you wanted a Mixolydian track, this would be G Mixolydian backing track. Let's hear this one. Yeah, that's a little bit different, more happier. And then you could do that. Now this is just C major, really, but I'm focusing on the G note in C major. So they're going from an F to a G here, but with a G in the bass. Thanks for gifting that sub, Vernon. You can just practice the one pattern all day long. String skipping. This one is a Quist backing track, G Mixolydian backing track, Groovin' on mode 5. That's a pretty cool one. It's not bad. You gotta pick up the guitar. It's a nice thing to do. And then when you hook all the stuff up and you crank up your amp, brings out something, right? Yeah, I haven't streamed in a long time, and like last couple nights, a couple days ago I streamed. I was like, wow, and I haven't really played like this in months, like sitting here in a chair and hearing the guitar in my ears and setting everything up and getting a sound. Yeah, I found I bought these. Remember a long time ago, I bought these Carvin earbuds, and because I like the sound of the Carvin earbuds, I don't know, something about them. I remember, and then my old pair, I used them so much they started to fray, and I was soldering them together. The wires, they were just so bad. Like I kept soldering these fine wires but there's something about the sound of these earbuds that I liked, and I never wanted to. So I bought a new pack. And I didn't want to open them for the longest time, and I was like, you know what? Because I whenever I get something, I just never like to open it up. Like I bought this little Game Watch thing like years ago because they had them at Walmart and they were getting rid of them, and I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. It has Zelda on there, but I can't get myself to open up this package to play it. You know, I'm like, well, do I need to open it? Or keep it in the original packaging and just collect it? You know, I don't know. I just can't get myself to open it. I'm surprised I opened up the Tonex box. You know, like when I got the Tonex, I was like, ooh, should I open it? It's awful, right? What's my favorite speed exercise? You know, the favorite speed exercise I liked when I started playing was the Paul Gilbert one, when he was doing the that one. And sometimes I can't do it as fast as I used to, then I have to sit there with a metronome. And I would do it with I would do it with the rest of the pattern too. I like that one. I also like this one with the hammer-ons and pull-offs. I like to practice that this one. I like that one. That's a favorite. because it really works out your fingers, and then you take a break from it and you go back to it, and then you get faster and faster and cleaner. You try different fingers, and it's like, whoa, that's a workout. From his channel, look that up. What do I look up? Robert Baker, Ultimate 80s Shred Lick. Well, this legato lick, that one. Yeah, I can slow it down. Let me show you that one. This one, so I'm just taking it from like maybe the E minor scale or something like that, and it's 3 notes. I don't know which camera is better. Maybe this one's better. That one's better. So what I'm doing is like 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-note pattern. And I'm starting with my pinky, pulling off to the C. So we're in tab. You want 9 to 5. Then you're going to hammer on to 7. Hammer on to 9. Pull off to 7. Pull off to 5. So together real slow. You notice how this finger, it's not moving. And you can do this pattern, you can do it in a scale, or you could just do it, again, just for an exercise. You could do it all the same pattern on this. But just doing it on one string for a while. It'll be good. The Rob Baker lick. I don't know what I know a Robert Baker in real life. Robert Baker Ultimate Shred Lick. I'm scared to look it up because it's going to scare me. I hope that helps you out. These are all stuff I learned of, like I've seen other videos and things like that years ago. That lick was like, I learned that when I was like 15 or 16 years old. And it helped my legato out a lot. It's a hard one. Most can't play it. I probably can't play this one. Let's see. Was that it?
I mean, tell me that is not the coolest 80s shred lick ever. I know, technically, that's from...
Was that the lick? Was that it? Looks like he's just doing a minor arpeggio. Oh, he's doing that now. Wait. Oh, is he at 11 there? No, he's not doing that. That's weird. I think he's switching up patterns, but it's basically that. It's a C sharp minor. But that other lick is like an Ace Frehley lick, you know. I think that's a Paul Gilbert lick too. But that's definitely like a Paul Gilbert lick there. It's like... So I remember Paul Gilbert, he did it in an A, and he was going. So he was doing it there. Then he went up. So if you look up Paul Gilbert, okay, his instructional videos from the 80s in the VHS version, you'll see all these licks in here. Especially that one except an A. And he would do these. He would do those all day long. But you look up those videos, and it's crazy because this guy got 10 views on this, or 10,000 views on this video. And does he say it's from Paul Gilbert? You know, does he say that's a Paul Gilbert lick in the video? Does he give him credit? Because I think, yeah, that's definitely that. He does he? I don't know. You have them on VHS. I have the videos still on VHS. I have copies of them, and you know, and now they're on YouTube, so you can see them. But he pulls a rabbit out of a guitar or something. Remember that? He would do these tricks. I got another trick for you, and it's like a rabbit. Yeah. I saw Mr. Big at a club here in the 90s. Because Billy Sheehan is from here, so it was nice to see him play, you know. And he comes to town a lot and does all these like charity shows. Yeah, those videos were like $50, $60 when they came out. You know, and they had the nice little case and a tab booklet that came with it. I have the Sean Lane one, and I have a Frankenbali one. Those are ones where actually I bought. And then my friends would have the other ones, and we would trade. And remember on VHS you couldn't copy. You would get this weird color thing that would happen when you copy VHSs, and then you had to buy this special converter box to copy those. I remember someone had that converter box, and it was like, oh, so you could copy the VHS. So he made me like a copy of the Paul Gilbert, Vinnie Moore's, Eric Johnson had one. I think I have the Eric Johnson original one though, and that came with a booklet. But everybody had an instructional video. It was amazing to see those on the VHS. I forgot which one I had at Frankenbali's. It had the monster lick on it. That was nice. Yeah, I remember laser discs. Those were nice too. Those are so cool to have. This guitar's playing pretty nice. I think the Vinnie Moore videos were the ones where he taught modes in it. And that was nice. And Paul Gilbert was more the technique ones. And he had I have 2 of those videos, the original ones. The one thing he taught on that one video was, playing along to yourself, like making a riff in A or something. And then trying to put a lick every time in there. And sometimes it wouldn't fit, but then you try to get it the next time. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant. And also doing like one note things, like just playing one note. And then trying to get a rhythm out of one note and how many ways you can play that. I was just like, yeah, that's great. Because then you're actually creating something. White Lion vibes. I liked White Lion, but I think I learned like Little Fighter something a long time ago when I first started playing guitar, but I never really learned much White Lion, like Wait, When the Children Cry. I think those were the big hits. You know this song was in drop D? Where's it go? I forgot it. I learned that riff like months ago, and it was so cool. Their harmonics gave you that feel, the White Lion feel. Like that stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me again tonight. Hopefully soon I'll be streaming again. Maybe Sunday night, you know. Did I have an 80s band? I did have an 80s band. I enjoyed playing an 80s band. Fun hangout. Yes, it's nice to see you. Fun hangout. It was fun hangout. I'm going to film Acid Bath on Saturday. Where are they playing? Timmers, have a great night. Yeah, there's videos on my YouTube channel. You can go check those out. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps out a lot. And like and comment on the videos, because that when you do that, it bumps them up and gets more stuff going for my channel, and I get better in the algorithm. I just mostly go live. Sharkies? Are they playing? Are you doing it Saturday? My friend's band's playing Sharkies tomorrow. Alright guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Thank you for your likes and comments and subs and everything else, and everybody on Twitch. Nice to see you again. Take care, be safe. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.